Well, here we go. This is another short video of another one of my guitars. And surprise, surprise, this is another Esquire. And it's another hand-built guitar. So this one has been probably my number one guitar since I would say probably 1990-ish, something like that. I'm not very good with years, but since using a Les Paul Heritage till about 1990 or thereabouts, this has been my main guitar. And as you can see there, it used to be red. It was my second red one actually, but this one, I put this one together after the Brapcaster, which is the wood grain one, which used to be red. I put this one together shortly after that, but it's a bit of a mess, but it was a long time ago. And this guitar's it's pretty much a bog standard Esquire, which is basically, if you don't know, is a Telecaster with only one pickup. I don't like the neck pickup in Telecasters. I think they're a pain in the neck. And I think if you get a good pickup here, then it's a simple guitar to use on stage. And that's, for me anyway, I like simplicity on stage. And I used to more because I used to drink a lot. So, there was less to go wrong really. When you're on stage and the lights are on and you've had a drink and that, you don't want me messing about, you just want to play. So that's why I like them that way. So I'll tell you a little bit about it. The body, if I'm honest, I've got no idea where I got the body from. Can't remember. Got it somewhere or other, but I've no idea. The neck, a bit like one of my other Esquires. This is an American neck. So I got this from Stu Mac in America, Stuart MacDonald as it's known, and really good neck. I've changed the machine heads there. I'll show you them in a second. But yeah, the body used to be red, and at some point I've sanded it down, sprayed it black, and then I've abused it. You've got silver around the edges. Again, I've changed this out, so this is not your typical Telecaster input because they're not very good. There's less to go wrong with this one. This is wired up, I think, on this one. I think I changed it again, and I'm pretty sure this is the pickup, and I'm pretty sure these two are not wired up at all at the minute. So I think I've just got that directly set up, which is just fine because it's all I want really. And obviously volume and tone. It's got a Wilkinson bridge piece. Is a brass obviously. You can see, if I come around a bit, the state of the guitar. It's taken a bit of a bashing. This isn't focusing very good, but yeah, the guitar's taken a bashing over the years because I've done so many gigs with this one. And as I say, I did used to drink, and I used to drink a fair bit, and I used to end up standing on this guitar at the end of the night. I've played tennis with it. I've done all sorts with this guitar. It's taken a right bashing. By the way, this here, the guitar strings are fed through the body on this one, like most Telecasters, Esquires. But with this thing here, you can also load the strings through the back of here as well if you want. And just for the fun of it on this one, I've got these three going through the body, and then these three unwound strings loading through the back of here. And it was an experiment. I kind of got that idea off somebody I know in America. And you can see here the string tension is greater when it goes through the body. The angle of the string is less when it comes through here. So it gives you slightly less tension on these 3 strings for bending. So I tried it. I'm not saying I can see a great lot of difference, to be honest. It, you know, when you're doing a gig and you know, you got a load of beer in your belly, you didn't notice much about that sort of thing. You just battle away with it and get on with it, you know. So I probably would notice a difference now that I don't drink. See, the scratch plate here it's lifted up. It's buckled somehow over the years. It doesn't really matter about that. It doesn't touch the strings. And it is, I don't know if this picks it up here, but the scratch plate's pretty dirty. It's ingrained in it. Whole guitar's dirty, to be honest, but it's all part of the character. The screws are all rusted. But I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, you can see there, you know, it's like all around the kit, and this hasn't been done. This has been kind of from general wear and tear of playing and so on. So let's just have a look at the back. God knows what state the back's in. Can't remember. So you can see there. So I've got silver around there. It's just it's in a bit of a state, but it doesn't really matter. It's your ferrules for putting the strings through there. And as I say, the neck is a straightforward maple neck from Stuart MacDonald. It's I'll take the lacquer off the neck, by the way. There might be a tiny little bit on, but on all my guitars I sand the lacquer off because I prefer the feel of it without lacquer. It's not as sticky. Up here on the headstock, you can see there I've got Gota machine heads on. I think I don't know if I'll focus on them or not. There they are. And you can see there's a crack in the headstock here where I've whacked it and glued it. And you can also see some scribble on there, and I've got a couple of signatures on here. And a couple of kind of heroes of mine, if you like. So this one here is Dan Baird, ex-Georgia Satellites, who I was lucky enough to gig with and stuff. And this is Warner Hodges, from the Warner Hodges band, Warner E. Hodges. So Warner played Jason and the Scorchers, and also Dan Baird's band, and now he has his own band. Great player. So yeah, so this is the this. Just turn it over again. Oops. So as I say, this is bashed to hell, but out of the 3 Esquires I've got, this is the one I would always gig with. It's absolutely scruffy. Needs a really good clean up. And I'm eating nuts at the minute, so it's playing havoc with my throat, so I'll keep coughing, that's why. But that pickup is a bare knuckle pickup. I mentioned in one of my other ones. This is it's called the Boss, which I guess is a replica of Springsteen's pickup, I presume, and it's the best pickup of its type that I've came across. For me, anyway. I mean, other people might like something else, but for me, that is an all-round pickup. That's as good as it gets. So yeah, pickup. They're brass, as I say. They're not perfect, but the intonation's good enough on this guitar. Straightforward electrics, haven't bothered with the other two positions at the minute. And it's just a beautiful neck, especially with all the lacquer off. It's just nice and smooth. So that's all I can tell you about that guitar, I think. And this one is Blackie.